Have you ever felt that rush of cunning anticipation? Like you're pulling off the ultimate heist in broad daylight, snatching a rising star from under a rival's nose to turbocharge your dynasty? That's the sly exhilaration gripping Lakers nation amid this wild trade buzz, where one bold swap could redefine our offensive firepower and secure the post-LeBron era. What if trading away familiar faces for a 25-year-old sharpshooter is the masterful stroke that turns our already potent lineup into an unstoppable scoring machine, leaving defenses in utter disarray? Let's crack this open and see why pursuing Quentin Grimes from the Philadelphia 76ers isn't just intriguing. It's a calculated gambit that could echo through championships to come. Welcome back to your prime destination for Lakers intel, where we decode the deals, the dreams, and the daring moves that fuel our relentless chase for glory. If you're catching this the first time, lock in with subscribe. We're serving up the sharpest breakdowns to keep you one step ahead in purple and gold territory. The off-season whispers have turned into roars with news of Quentin Grimes inking a one-year, $8.7 million deal with the 76ers, a surprisingly short-term pack for a guy who just averaged 14.6 points, 4.3 rebounds, and shot 38.5% from deep across 75 games last season. At 25, Grimes is star-caliber talent, a versatile wing who's proven he can light it up, but with extension talks potentially stalling into 2025 to 26, the door swings wide for contenders like us. Enter this tantalizing trade simulation. Lakers send Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, and a 2031 first-round pick to Philly for Grimes. It's a package that bolsters their depth while injecting our squad with youthful scoring punch. This isn't idle speculation. It's a blueprint that aligns with our win-now ethos and long-term vision, potentially reshaping our trajectory around Luka Doncic. Let's map out why this deal screams opportunity for the Lakers. Our offensive core, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves, is already a nightmare for defenses, blending Luka's surgical playmaking, LeBron's all-around dominance, and Reeves' crafty scoring. But depth wins titles, and Grimes would elevate us to elite status. Drafted 25th overall in 2021 by the Knicks, he's evolved into a dynamic two-way guard with quick-release shooting, smart decision-making, and the ability to create his own shot off the dribble. Last season, split between Detroit and Philly after a mid-year trade, he showcased efficiency, 46.2% field goal percentage overall, with bursts like a 24-point explosion against the Magic where he drained 6 threes. His 38.5% from beyond the arc on 5.1 attempts per game stretches the floor perfectly, forcing opponents to pick their poison, double Luka, and leave Grimes open the corner, or switch and watch him ISO his way to the rim with that explosive first step. Sacrificing Hachimura and Vanderbilt isn't painless. Rui has been a playoff revelation, averaging 13.6 points on 53.7% shooting in last year's postseason runs, with his mid-range touch and size providing mismatch headaches. Vanderbilt, meanwhile, is our defensive Swiss Army knife, averaging 1.2 steals and bringing relentless energy despite injury setbacks. But Grimes represents an upgrade in scoring versatility and youth. He's 5 years younger than Hachimura and brings a higher ceiling as a perimeter creator. Imagine him slotting into our starting five or as a six-man. Off Luka's penetration, Grimes feasts on kickouts, hitting 41% on catch-and-shoot threes per NBA tracking data. His athletic 6'5" frame allows him to guard multiple positions, adding defensive flexibility, without Vanderbilt's injury concerns. Analysts like Zach Lowe have praised Grimes' growth, noting his improved ball handling, 1.5 assists per game last year, and ability to thrive in high-pressure environments. In our system under J.J. Redick, who'd emphasize spacing and motion, Grimes could average 16 to 18 points, becoming the ideal bridge piece as LeBron, nearing 41, transitions to a reduced role or retirement. From Philly's perspective, this trade is a savvy reset amid their own uncertainties. The Sixers are built around Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey, but injuries and contract dramas have plagued them. Think Embiid's perennial health woes or the Harden saga. Grimes' one-year deal buys time, but if negotiations sour, flipping him avoids a messy free agency standoff. In return, they get Hachimura's steady production, a career 48.1% shooter with playoff pedigree, and Vanderbilt's defensive tenacity, both ready to contribute without demanding starring roles. Hachimura could slide into their power forward spot, providing scoring off the bench or starting alongside Embiid for size. Vanderbilt, with his 6'9" wingspan and hustle, career 1. 0 steals per game. Fits their gritty identity, easing the load on George and Embiid by locking down wings and crashing boards, 7.2 rebound per game in 2022-23. That 2031 first-rounder from us? It's gold for a team eyeing future flexibility. Perhaps packaging it for another star if their window closes, or using it in a rebuild. Per cap experts at Spotrac, this deal works salary-wise. Grimes' $8.7 million outgoing matches a combined $16.5 million of Hachimura and Vanderbilt, with some filler if needed, keeping Philly under the apron while adding rotation depth. For Grimes himself, landing in LA could be career-altering rocket fuel. Trapped in Philly's crowded backcourt behind Maxey, and potentially regressing if Embiid's injuries persist, he'd step into a spotlight that's turned role players into stars. Think Alex Caruso or Malik Monk's glow-ups. Playing with Luka's gravity and LeBron's mentorship, Grimes could refine his game, boosting his efficiency and playmaking. At 25, he's primed for a leap. His 14.6 points last season marked a career high, and in LA's high-octane system, he might push toward all-star conversations, evolving from 3-and-D specialist to multifaceted scorer. The big market exposure, championship culture, and fan-base pressure would hone his mental toughness, setting him up as Luka's long-term sidekick. Insiders speculate Grimes might even subtly push for a move if talks falter, drawn to our winning pedigree over Philly's uncertainty. This isn't without caveats. Losing Hachimura's size could thin our front court against burly teams like the Nuggets, and Vanderbilt's departure might sting defensively if Grimes doesn't immediately replicate that intensity. The 2031 pick is a distant asset, but in a draft-light Lakers future, it's a real concession. Still, the upside outweighs it. Grimes aligns with Luka's prime, he's 26, ensuring offensive continuity post-LeBron. Compare this to past Lakers trades, like acquiring Rui himself in 2023, and it echoes our knack for turning good into great. If executed mid-season, it could propel us from contenders to favorites in a loaded West, where scoring depth separates the elite. Stepping back, this trade idea encapsulates the Lakers' high-stakes balancing act, honoring LeBron's twilight while architecting Luka's empire. Grimes isn't just a piece. He's a catalyst for sustained dominance, blending immediate impact with enduring potential. In a league where adaptability reigns, this could be the heist that cements our legacy. Lakers squad, let's unpack this together. Do you see Grimes as a missing spark, or is the cost too steep? Fire off your trade tweaks, pros and cons, or wild predictions in the comments. I'm jumping in a brainstorm, and maybe even refine this into the perfect deal. If the strategic deep dive has you plotting our next title run, hit that like to amp up the energy, and let's flood the algorithm with Lakers pride. Catch you soon. Stay scheming, stay supreme, and let's orchestrate that championship symphony. Go Lakers!